What's going on, guys? It's Michael here again. And first things I want to do is kind of apologize for not keeping the content coming last, 3 weeks or so. Just school and work and life in general has been really busy, and I haven't been able to stay on top of it. But, don't worry. I'm fixing to get back into it, and we're going to continue the muscle group series, and we're going to cover the legs now. So your leg muscles that I'm going to talk about are going to be including the calf muscles, which everybody knows what these are. These are the ones on the back side of the lower portion of your leg below the knee. I'm also going to be covering the quads, which cover the front or the majority part of your thigh. And then I'm going to cover the hamstrings, which are the back side of your thigh. And then because the quads and hamstrings and everything connect around to your hip area, I'm also going to include the glutes, which are your butt muscles. So guys, just stay tuned, and we're going to have a good time with this. Just a few other things, talking about what each part of these muscles do. You're going to have your calf muscles, which are, responsible. You'll have a lot of the muscle involvement whenever you walk is through your calf muscles, because a lot of that involves the extension and the contraction back of your ankle whenever you walk. So of course, exercises like calf raises are good for working those calf muscles. Well, then your quads are the top part of your thigh. They're responsible for extending out your leg, the part of your muscle that extends out your legs, and also extending them out, and also extending your legs whenever you're under a heavy load, like if you're doing some kind of squat movement. Then you're going to have your hamstrings, and your hamstrings are for pulling that lower portion of your leg up. So if you're doing deadlifts, or you're doing some kind of leg curl, you're doing step ups and stuff like that. And of course, if you're doing those kind of exercises, you're also working them glute muscles too, because you're actually doing a lot of flexing of that glute muscle or the butt muscle whenever you're doing those movements. So if you want to think of it this way, we've already covered the arm muscles before. So think of your leg like another appendage, like your arm, where your quads are going to make up the majority of the muscles in your legs, just like your triceps make up the majority of the muscles in your arm. Your tricep is responsible for the extension of the arm and the pushing of exercises that way. So is the same way with the quads and the leg. And if you switch over to the other side, you got your hamstrings, which are responsible for the pulling in of that lower portion of the leg, just like your biceps are responsible for pulling in the lower portion of your arm. And then your calf muscles, like I said, are responsible for a lot of the responsibility of the calf muscles is for extending and pulling back of the ankle joint and the foot, just like your forearms and stuff are responsible for a lot of the movement and stuff of your hand and your wrist. So guys, just stay tuned. We got some good exercises coming up this week, and I'll talk at y'all with that first exercise. Later.